We knew Nigel was different when Nigel was probably about 8 years old. And my husband kept saying, boy, that boy.
Even in an era of historic progress, some Americans still don't feel fully accepted as equals. It is the fight to combat stereotypes and the labeling of these individuals that inspires E.J. Jack.
Which means, I look the way that I look. At that time, I didn't want to do any body modifications, hormones, surgeries, what have you. But it was really interesting because people would always be like, well, how do you identify? And I get that to this day, albeit the deeper voice and all these different changes I'm going through. But the biggest thing that I say to that, I love that question, is how do you identify? And you know what I say? I identify as EJ. My name's EJ, and this is who I am.
This year, as president of the Student Organization for Gender and Sexual Orientation, EJ organized a celebration of National Coming Out Day to give other members of the community a chance to tell their stories.
When I was about 15, that was about 5 years ago. Basically what I want to say is it really helps when you do have family and friends who really care and support you no matter what.
He looked me straight in the eye and said, yep, I'm gay. And took a moment, just silence. I looked at him and said, me too.
The supportive climate of the event encouraged people to share, even when it wasn't easy. EJ says it is hearing these accounts that make it impossible to give up on the cause.
I found out the hard way how my son was gay. He had tried to kill himself. I found Nigel on the floor unconscious. He was still breathing. In the ambulance, I said, Nigel, why would you do this to me? And he said, I didn't want to embarrass you, Mom. Everybody at school knows I'm gay. They outed me, and people are attacking me. And I don't want anyone to attack you.
EJ is dedicated to changing the intolerant world that nearly claimed Nigel's life into a place where people like him are accepted and embraced.
I believe that sexual orientation and gender is on a continuum, and I am not going to limit myself as to how I express myself. Some of my friends think I'm faggy, sometimes they think I'm a lesbian, depends on what shoes I'm wearing, but I'm just EJ, and I still believe in that today. And I just want to say that I really appreciate, albeit all my bitching, I really appreciate Omaha, Nebraska, because this is going to be a very special place in my heart after I leave here, because I was able to actually find myself and begin to transition and have met some of the most wonderful people here.
GSO's next event, Transgender Day of Remembrance, takes place on November 20th and will focus on the lives of transgender and genderqueer individuals who are the victims of violence. For the Omaha News, I'm Nikki Ivey.